All right, joining me now, Illinois head coach Brad Underwood, Keaton Wagler, 46 points at Purdue. Not just the best freshman performance we've seen in I don't even know when, but one of the best performances we've seen in the Big Ten on the road. Just unbelievable. You had a sideline view of it. What was it like to see what he did at Purdue?
I almost didn't pay attention. You're so in the game, and I'll be honest, the second half of that game was every possession was a lead change or a tie. And I was much more dialed into what Braden Smith was doing to us than I was Keaton. We knew he was in a good place. And I made the comment, I think he scored our first 14 of the game. I said, well, it'd be nice if we get somebody else to score. Well, the reality was we just kind of took what the defense gave us, and I got much more wrapped up into the intricate parts of the game, whether he was scoring. And then I looked up and I had a timeout late, and I said we need to get Keaton the ball. And I think one of my son made the comment. He said, "Yeah, your daddy goes, that's probably a pretty good idea. He's got 40." And so it's just a unique moment. He made the right plays. It was pretty effortless from the standpoint of the efficiency to it. But what a special night in a special venue to be able to do that.
You've had high-profile one-and-done type players that came in with some hype. When did you know that Keaton had this ability to be that good this early?
We knew he was good this summer when he was going against Kylan Boswell. I knew it was a different level. We scrimmaged Florida in what was just a gross scrimmage. It was physical. It was hard. It was nasty. It was just very, very intense. Final four like in a scrimmage, and it was just so physical. And he held his own, and he didn't back down. So I knew the toughness piece then was going to kick in. Then we had to figure out how to use him. And whether it was on the ball, off the ball. We played UConn early. I think he was in 10% of our actions in that game. He wasn't even a factor, and we had Kylan on the ball, and we made the change, and he's just continually grown from that time. But when he didn't back down in the Florida game was the first inclination I had that this could be a pretty good one.
What's crazy, Brad, is I'm thinking about this class, and DeBonce, Peterson when he's healthy, Boozer obviously, Flemings, Wilson at Carolina. But how can Keaton not be in this group? He's had a top 5 freshman year and Big Ten Player of the Year candidate. It's mind blowing. Is he not first team? But then who do you kick off? How do you put in perspective where he is in this group?
Yeah, and the beauty of it is he doesn't care. He's not out trying to be a famous guy he's just playing, and he's taking what the game gives him, he's so humble. It's all the little detail things that make him, his decision making, his poise. You think about being in Mackey when it's rocking in a close game, and he's just, like he's in his high school gym, playing a game, and so his poise is beyond his years. All that stuff is for probably everybody else to figure out and talk about, and I think he just wants to go out and hoop and play and help his team win. And he's an unbelievable student. He never misses class. He's just a dream come true from that side of things. So, he's going to be what he is, and I have great appreciation for that.
Last thing, Brad, obviously, of course, Kylan goes down. The next game's Purdue. Oh, well, all right, they'll probably lose that. They got Nebraska next on the road. And then what happens is you win. He has 46. What did that tell you about your group without your leader to win that game.
Yeah, I was really proud of him. Kylan's he's got over 100 starts. He's a veteran. He's been our composure. He's been our guy in late game, and he was integral in timeouts. Uh, he's such a good teammate and so well respected. And yet it was Keaton, it was Tommy, it was Jake Davis, who hasn't been in a lot of those moments, but understands. And the composure we held was and had and to make the right plays. They switched defenses. Keaton makes the right play. Tommy makes a couple. Jake. It was just a Merkovich, another freshman. They just made the right plays, and I couldn't have been any more proud as a coach to watch that.
Awesome. Appreciate you, Brad. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck tonight. Safe travels.